Well.
If it isn't the 3 most wanted Met Gala critics.
Yes. We have opinions and we're glad to share them.
We're glad to share them.
I'm going to be so honest. I haven't even looked at the Met Gala outfits. I've only seen stuff that has come into my feed. I've been very switched off this year.
Same.
I think this happened to us last year as well, where it's like it's just not as appealing anymore with like everything.
Yeah. And the Bezos of it all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I did see this alternate gala happening. I don't know if this has come across your feeds, but it was run by a fashion editor, was narrating it or hosting it, I guess. And it was like a catwalk runway of like workers who've stood up against Amazon in particular. And there's this like one woman who was like walking down this like cute like lacy outfit. She had this little bag. She had this like cunty walk, and they were saying that like she spoke up about like mold being in the air conditioners, and like God. People were getting like lung infections and stuff like that. And she like organized and made it like better, but you know, against all odds, it was a long journey and people were fighting against her, and Amazon didn't want to provide clean air.
Yeah.
Clean air to
well,
its employees.
They've got to count every cent,
Yeah. And I just don't give a fuck about him and his wife.
Yeah.
And Law Roach, who is their designer.
Oh, well, really?
Yes.
I think he's doing an inside job. Though,
you reckon?
Like, okay, so the thing she wore was inspired by an art piece. It was just not super recognizable. I also think sometimes the theme stands in the way of people enjoying it, because the more subtle the themes are, like, or the references are, people just don't get it.
Yeah.
What is the theme this year?
I don't know the name of the theme.
Our dumbasses.
Oh my God, wait.
You keep talking. I'll find out.
How like once it was like queer looking in the mirror, or like
looking camp in the eye.
Like last year it was like super fine dandy, which obviously is like so memorable to me. But this year it was
costume art,
right? So we're looking,
which it already is,
right? So everything, you're already thinking everything that's on the Met Gala red
it's like the theme being theme. It's like, we get it.
So it's like, okay, people aren't getting the references, people don't care as much. I saw a few takes that I really resonated with around the Met Gala kind of being like the new Coachella. Because now that this gala has been going on since the 1940s, it's nothing new. Well and truly, people have been dressing up for it since ever. Also, it's a fundraiser to keep the Met free for New Yorkers.
Right.
So people in New York can see this exhibition for free, and they need to raise money for that, which is just a reality of the arts everywhere. And often / always, it's funded by dirty money.
Yeah.
The British Museum, the Tate, they're fucking funded by BP. Every art gallery is funded by dirty money since ever.
Yeah.
But we're really not thinking about that when we have Lauren Sanchez in front of us, because she's wearing a dumb dress and her tits are out, and it's easy to critique that.
Yeah, and it's also like it's just, I guess, putting to the forefront what's already been there, like you just said.
Exactly.
Like it's just now people are realizing how much dirty money is involved. And like I did see, I think Matt, someone posting a
Bernstein?
Yeah, talking about how like that dress is not like, it's inspired by an art piece and whatever, but it's also just an excuse for her to wear the same dress she's always worn. She always wears the same
She's
cut.
Like the same thing in every color.
Yeah, and
exactly.
then they found this artwork that looked like the dress that she always wears.
Yeah,
so they were like,
much.
great, I'll do that. You know?
But you think that maybe Law is like sort of like that Hunger Games working. What's his name? Sinner, is it? That like helps make the secret.
Absolutely.
Sinner.
And with, we've all been watching the Met Gala basically for 10 years now, if not more. So yes, we're tired of it. Yes, we've seen beautiful gowns every
Unless
year.
you're Heidi Klum coming as a worm, I don't give a fuck.
Well, did you see what Heidi Klum came as this year?
Yeah, she's like a statue.
Yeah,
right.
Like, she looked great.
The woman loves prosthetics.
She fucking loves them.
I'm like, how are you not claustrophobic? Like, how are you not like suffocating? Every pore is covered in latex. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, she's the one person who loves it.
She loves it.
I didn't realize, because I watched a like highlight reel of her best costumes over the years. She's been doing this since like 2010.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought this was like a recent phenomenon. It's like
this is her shtick.
She's obsessed.
She's a woman possessed.
Also, I just need to say, this look from fucking Hudson
Williams
is the shittest thing I've ever seen in my life. To whatever makeup artist took the hottest man on earth and made him look like that.
He took a risk.
There's a fucking smudge. There's a smudge on his forehead of like when you get the eyeshadow and then you accidentally rub it. It's giving first time in drag's realness. I literally have so many shots of me in lockdown experimenting with makeup, doing this exact fucking thing. This is not Met Gala. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I also will say Connor Story's look was a bit basic for me.
Stop. I have to disagree with you. As soon as I saw those arms, I said, let's go.
Okay, yes. Here's my arm goals.
But I am just a human being. You know.
I mean, it's about the arms make the look, but the look itself is like...
Wait, what did Connor wear?
A halter neck.
Okay. And a jacket. It's when he took off the jacket that the arms came out and it was all kind of saved.
That's true.
But that like long shawl in the back. Like,
this is true. Yeah.
Sorry, it just wasn't.
Sorry, the hair's giving lesbian. Maybe that's why you guys
why I like it.
But the arms. Oh my God.
I love him. I care about him like he's my son. Like I feel so maternal about Connor Story because I think it looks like he could be related to me, that is me bragging.
Yeah. He looks like Nicole Kidman's character in Stepford Wives before she has the mental break.
Oh, I love that. See, that's my shtick. I saw this video of Hudson walking through New York like early morning, like he's kicked on, and I was like, you know what? He's the people's princess.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard the rumors that he might be hooking up with? There's rumors that he might be hooking up with Troye Sivan. There's rumors that he might be hooking up with that other guy in Heated Rivalry.
Wait, Hudson or Connor?
Connor.
Yeah, Hudson has a girlfriend.
Yeah. Connor's got. Yeah, I mean,
why
probably.
Not? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I accept this rumor.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'll spread it.
Exactly. I assume they're all fucking each other.
They should be.
I know. I'm like, if Hollywood aren't all having sex together, then what are they doing?
Have you seen Connor's early YouTube videos?
Yes. He's so cute.
I love it.
It's like, hey guys.
It endears me to him even more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm I saw them on the runway for Met Gala and I said, be careful, boys. You just be careful in there. There's a lot of vultures.
Yes.
You just take care of yourselves.
Yes.
Okay. Don't, because it was like a year ago last week that the casting announcement came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
God.
So they had, and I think it's again, so crazy. They were waiters.
Don't you reckon it's been a long time since we've had a monoculture like Heated Rivalry hit? Like in the queer world.
Yes, agree.
Yeah.
Heated Rivalry made me buy a TV.
Oh. How has it been going? How has it been having a TV?
It's beautiful, guys. I was actually thinking I need to host like a gay music video night.
Yes.
Just like everyone come with like 3 music videos they want to watch.
Okay, well that's impossible.
But then like 3 or 4, so everyone like gets a go.
Yeah. We've got a wait list as well.
Yeah,
like
queue them up. I have YouTube Premium, so ad free.
Does anything come to mind of a music video that would absolutely be on your rotation?
Well, there's a new one.
Is it Olivia Rodrigo Drop Dead?
Doechii, Lady Gaga.
Oh,
Doechii.
yes.
No, it's actually Young Lean.
Oh,
what?
I don't know this one.
I don't know you listen to Young
Lean.
Are you
gay?
Yeah. Young Lean has this this new music video where and the song is called, actually I've listened to it 1,000 times, but I don't know what the name of the song is. I think it's called Obscura or something. Hang on, let me look it up.
Songs have weird names now.
Yeah. Young Lean.
That song from Heated Rivalry, it's called by Wet Leg, Mangetout or whatever. It's like
Mange Tout.
Mange Tout. See, I don't fucking know.
I was back announcing it on air as Mange Tout. I was like, Mange Tout. Sounds like Minge out. And then I got all these texts being like, it's Mange Tout. It's French.
Mange means eat to everything.
Oh.
Yeah. It's great.
Okay.
I love it. Actually a highlight this year was seeing Wet Leg perform that live as their encore. And I was like, I wonder if it was always their encore or if the success of it, because it was released quite a few months before Heated Rivalry came out. And I don't know if it would have been their encore until Heated Rivalry popped off.
It went crazy at Laneway when that song came on. This group of 12 girls like, Heated Rivalry! I was lucky to get out alive. It was crazy.
It's so cunty the way they're like, you wanna fuck me too? I love it. The song is called Generation. It's a song by Storm and Young Lean, and it's really good. And it's just like the video clip is like the most incredible dancing choreography I've ever seen. It's all these boys in a school uniform and they're wearing blazers. So there's this weird thing where like the part of the choreography is like the use of light from their white shirts and blazers. So sometimes they're like completely hidden and then they pop up and it's all in a row. And it's like,
I've seen this. Yes.
It's so sick.
I love that kind of choreography.
Yeah. I reckon it'd be that. And then also Kylie Minogue performing Dancing Queen at the closing ceremony of the Sydney Olympics.
That is a good pick. Mine would be Can't Be Tamed by Miley Cyrus, just because of the bird film clip where she plays like a black raven. It's just really cunty.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not even that good a song, but the music video makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
And she really like the choreo with, and those wings are big. These aren't little wings. These are huge wings that she has to reckon with in her cage. What would be yours?
Just Lemonade visual album.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, rewatched it the other day with Tamara for her first time, and I was like, squeeze my hand when it's your favorite moment.
But you know what I found out about that video clip for Formation?
Yeah.
So you know when she's like on the cop car in New Orleans
And it's drowning.
It's drowning. You know those they went to the floodwaters that still hadn't gone down.
What the fuck?
So a lot of those shots of flooded New Orleans, it's not a set. It's
real.
It's the real floodwaters that still haven't gone down from the levees breaking in that
I
area.
need to tell Tamara because she was like, oh my God, I'd love to have that budget since she used to work in film.
Yeah,
and she was like,
yeah.
wow, this is like great budget. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, it's not, they didn't have the money to flood it. It was just flooded.
It was still flooded. There's this, I mean, if you really want to like ruin your week, it's heartbreaking, but it's an incredible documentary on HBO called When the Levees Broke. And it's sort of shot while Katrina's happened. Well, like, yeah, it's like the immediate days afterwards. And it's really like shocking. But yeah. And then from that, I was like, I wonder, because some of these shots, and then I just had a look and yeah.
Wow.
Crazy, isn't it?
Crazy.
But like incredible artistry. She was on the red carpet with
Blue.
And
people were saying Blue was out-mogging Beyonce.
Oh, everyone's looks maxing now.
Yeah.
And
Jester maxing in the clown square.
yeah.
Yes. Are you guys across it? Are you maxing anything?
No.
I think I'm like lazy maxing and sleep mogging.
I think I'm hay fever maxing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Autumnal hay fever is no joke. I saw this clip of everybody trying to get Blue to take her sunglasses off.
Mm-hmm.
But she clearly had a plan because she's ignoring them. And then she finally goes, I'm going to do it up there. Like she's going to take her sunglasses off at the top of the staircase. But there's all these assistants being like, Blue.
Oh my God.
She has a plan.
And she's like ignoring them, just posing. And so is Beyonce ignoring them. And then she finally just goes to the scissors and she's like, I'm going to do it up there. And it was the most like teenager thing I've ever seen in my life. And I loved it.
Funny.
And I was like, yeah, actually take them off on the staircase. That's smart.
Yeah. She
I was
has
like,
a plan.
She's got the vision of her
that's
Virgo
so
mother.
smart.
Yes.
Because it always pisses me off on Drag Race when someone's got a reveal and then they reveal it the second that they come out of the runway. It's like, no, come down to the end of the runway. Let us enjoy that part of the look, then change it up.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let it be a story.
Yeah. Do you remember the like rumor that Beyonce and Rihanna had beef?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right?
Where did that start?
What was it about?
Well, when Rihanna started out her career, she was signed to Jay-Z's label and people were saying there was like cheating rumors and stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
But this Met Gala, they took a photo together and Rihanna was raving about how the only Met Gala after party is obviously Beyonce's and Jay-Z's. And I'm like, oh,
The world is healing.
Those rumors go to rest. I mean, I don't think it was anything recent, but it's just that I have a memory
Of that.
when it comes to Beyonce.
Well, just like for two like incredible artists that people put in the same sort of like untouchable stratosphere. You know what I mean? Like it's like,
Yep.
I would say that even like Gaga isn't as, because they keep an air of mystery about them.
Yes, they both do.
Right? So I feel like they are.
Well, they have the like drop it and leave. quality.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
could never be Taylor Swift, could never be.
No. Did you see the sort of sneak peek that Beyonce gave about her rock album coming out?
Wait, so is it confirmed rock?
Well, it's believed to be. It's because, you know, it makes sense that she had this like sort of like ballroom kind of disco clubby album. Then she's got this country, and then to go rock, I feel like. And to have this, she's always had a Stevie Nicks kind of link.
She has sampled Stevie Nicks as well.
Yeah. In Destiny's Child.
I will froth it if it is rock.
But yeah, that was why I rewatched Lemonade, because the photo that dropped as a hint for Act 3 had her foot on a step with water running down it.
Yeah.
And that is a scene from the music video for Hold Up on Lemonade.
I love it.
Wow.
I'm really like revealing myself as like an Easter egg Taylor Swift level obsessed person.
Tinfoil hat,
but
insane.
that's just who I become.
Yeah. That's why you're here. That's why you're here.
That's what POPGAYS is all about, actually.
That's what it's all about. I remember there was this, because I was thinking about this rock album and I was like, well, surely there'll be a Tina Turner reference in there. But I remember a few years ago, was it on? No, it was Beyonce, because it was in Drunken Love, and Jay-Z's verse in it. There's a line where he's like, "Eat the cake, Annie Mae, eat the cake," and that's like a reference to Ike Turner and Tina Turner, particularly in the movie about Tina Turner when she left him and the abuse that she faced with
and
him.
It was a big feminist uproar about that.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Because I do think I still like love Beyonce and stuff like that, but that's dog shit. That like to put that in there, I was like, what the fuck? And I know it's like Jay-Z's verse and stuff like that, but I was like, that is a bad reference to be making. So I wonder if she's gonna reference Tina at all in this album.
Or like apologize in a way. I don't know.
True. Who knows? Interesting.
And will there be a telephone part 2 with Lady Gaga?
Because they did sort of tease that again. What was that?
There was something about it.
It's coming. I'm telling you, I'm putting it into the world.
And Gaga eats rock, so like I would be so down.
Oh, it would make so much sense for it to be on this album if it's a Gaga. And also to be like, it's so interesting because like how many, especially it goes to show how much like how far it's come with female artists. But like back in the day, if like two women like in the 90s had done a collab together that they would tease, we're going to do a part 2.
Yes.
And then it's like what, like nearly 20 years later. The fact that those artists are still at if any, they've just gotten so much better and so much stronger and
it's
so
the
much more
equivalent
popular.
of those like abandoning dads being like, I'm going to the shops to get some cigarettes and then never coming home.
It's like the dad's come home. He was genuinely like
he got abducted.
And he's come home better than ever. He's a better dad than he's ever been. You're exactly right.
I never doubted you, Dad. Oh, God. Well, speaking of Blue Ivy, have you guys heard about this blue dot fever?
What?
That people are talking about?
Blue fever?
It's this.
Is it on a cruise ship at the moment or something?
Oh my God.
No, there is some insane. It's like the hantavirus.
Yes. Okay, let's start with blue dot before we go to
one virus at a time.
Yes.
We might not even get into the virus because that is not what this podcast is about.
So true.
So tell us about blue fever.
Blue dot fever is this thing that is happening to celebrities having to cancel their tours for lack of sales. And like they obviously don't say that it's for lack of sales. They say it's for like illness or something like that.
Meghan Trainor.
But the blue dots is like on Ticketmaster when you go to book.
Seats.
It's like all the seats that are available. So they're saying all these celebrities are coming down with blue dot fever.
Wow.
Who's recently cancelled their tour?
Post Malone.
Really?
Oh, did he?
He's like one of the most streamed artists.
Or am I getting the name wrong?
But you know what? Like, I believe it.
Sorry to this man if I got it wrong.
I mean, maybe he's the one guy who actually did have to do it. Like for a real reason. Yeah, Meghan Trainor's the big one as well because she claimed. And then people...
J-Lo, I think, as well, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Confirmed by me. No sources.
I did not buy a ticket.
But I believe it.
It's because it's so expensive to tour and stuff like that as well. So to break even is rough. And if you know straight ahead of time that how bad it's going to be, you got to get out of there. But I find really interesting, people were sort of, I think, making fun of Zara Larsson for doing college shows. I guess that's kind of feels like a step below to do these college tours.
Yeah, but I'm like, this is her brand. It's
Exactly.
actually extremely smart because the people I was obsessed with in that age are the ones I listen to now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally. Like Charlie XCX. She was
Yes.
doing college tours for the longest time. But Zara said in this podcast, I think she was like, well, I can't do my tour unless I have to fund it with the college tour. If I want to do this stadium tour, if I want to go around the world, I can't afford to do that without doing college tours. I'm just like, I'm really loving Zara Larsson.
Yeah, I'm her biggest fan at the moment.
Shout out to Zara Larsson for escaping the Khia Asylum.
Yes, she
got
did
out.
it.
She's a Nordic queen. You know what I think the key to getting out of the Khia Asylum is? Being real with yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Wow, we should hold seminars on like getting people out of the Khia
Prison
Asylum.
break.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
yeah. Because I think that what got Charlie XCX and what got
Wait, was Charlie in the...
Yes, she
Yes.
was.
What?
people would, well, I don't
Maybe
know.
I just didn't know of her until she was like happening.
I think there was
Maybe
like,
I was late.
there was like, I don't fully agree that she was in this. I don't, the definition
According
of
to
the
the
Khia
Khia
Asylum.
Asylum wiki, Charlie was in it.
Charlie
I
was in
was
it.
on that page recently.
I would say that Charlie was in the Khia Asylum in this like brief like 2 to 3 year stint before she really was like, no, I'm going to keep making my own music and do that when she was, you know, when she was
Yeah.
opening for Taylor Swift and stuff like that. There
That
was
feels wrong now.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It always was wrong, but especially now though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I think because Charlie and because Zara are like, yeah, I know that I'm not a pop queen, or like I know that I'm not ruling the world right now. I'm just chipping away at something, and it's all about consistency. They're
Yeah.
not trying to
True.
like do something. Whereas someone like Meghan Trainor, I think she's always trying to be like, I want to do something that's gonna like stand out, or I'm trying to find that viral hit. You can feel it in her music, the kind of like effort.
I want the breakout
Which
moment.
I feel like really awful saying, because I think it's much worse for like women in particular in pop music. But it's like, yeah, it's like she wants it too much a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yes.
Dare I say.
And also I think her branding is all over the place because she was that like body positivity queen. She was like
yeah.
singing about loving her body, loving her curves, and now she's lost a lot of weight, and it kind of has brought her whole brand into question because she's no longer making that music. It's the same for Lizzo.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you know, your branding has to be either consistent, like if that's your message, keep that message, or you have to do a total rebrand.
Yeah.
And that is really hard.
It didn't help that Lizzo like fat shamed one of her dancers. That was also bad.
Yeah, I feel like that whole Lizzo thing is kind of like, honestly, reminds me of Chappell Roan's recent
Oh,
womaning, because that's honestly what happened with the security guard bullshit.
can we talk about it? It was
Yes.
so stupid.
I know like it's a couple of weeks old now,
Yeah.
but what was
So funny.
I actually made up a story about Chappell Roan wronging me, and I posted it on my stories, and so many people believed it. It was totally made up. I just said we were at Five Guys, Melbourne QV together, and she
Yeah.
stole my hot dog.
That's so good.
I remember seeing that.
And
thought
I
that
was like,
funny.
oh, that's obviously fucking fake. Why would
course.
Chappell Roan be
No, but people are idiots.
buying her own hot dog at Five Guys QV?
Oh my God.
But people are like, really? And I'm like, oh my God, this is why you fell for this.
You made like a new copy pasta. You know that Demi Lovato one that's like Demi Lovato flicked me in the vagina and spoke whale to me.
Basically, yes. But now even the security guard has come out and made his own statement.
and he was like,
Yeah.
sorry, I stepped out of line.
Yeah. He's like, I came at that little girl way too hard.
Yeah, I punched that little Brazilian orphan. It's so crazy. It's like so annoying to me that this fuckwit man has come out months like after
Yeah.
she took the heat, had all the like Korea bombing like
Yeah.
effects, and then was kind of like, oh yeah, actually no, Chappell didn't direct me to do that, and I just went off on my own tangent and just kind of like was
And even the guy who made the post, like the girl's stepdad, was like, yeah, sorry, I think I jumped the gun.
yeah.
And then what shocked me even more was how much the internet would stand for an 11-year-old who's a fan.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
like, personally, like, yeah, it sucks when you're a tween and you're obsessed with someone and you get told off. But that's not the worst thing in the world.
No.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know.
what was so funny is like she's got parents who are like who are in the scene and stuff like that.
Your
like,
dad is Jude Law.
Yeah.
And her stepdad is all the one who popped off. I was like, have you never been in this scenario where somebody has like spoken for you?
Yeah.
Like that happens
So
to celebrities
true.
all the time. Have you never been like, oh wait, what are the given circumstances here? What's most likely happened here? He just like jumps straight to it.
And the kid would be used to people coming up to her parents at different situations that are not ideal.
Yeah.
You know, so we definitely should have realized initially that it was wrong. But there was something just so funny about it. Like
It was so funny when she posted her apology and the line where she goes, I don't hate children.
And she was like, and the way she was lying, she was like side on in bed and she was like, guys, I don't hate your kids.
It's like with all the shit that people say about Chappell and all the like rumors that get spread about her, or like the stuff about her like popping off at paparazzi and stuff like that, she's like used to like the onslaught. And I imagine her waking up and getting like a phone call from some PR person and be like, hey babe, like what happened at this brunch? And she's like, what? She's about to be like, what do you mean? It's like, apparently you like shot a woman.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. And then just her posting that video from bed being like, I don't hate children. Like this didn't happen.
Like they made it out like she was like the kid from Oliver. Like, can I have some food, please? And Chappell Road's like, no.
Did you hear all the subsequent like rumors and like exposés about her going to this like Grammy like summer camp?
No.
And her
Chappell or the kid?
Chappell.
Oh, yeah.
So basically people are like, you know how Chappell is always like, I used to be a waitress or whatever. Well, when she was 15, she went to a Grammy summer camp. Like there's a songwriting like musician summer camp for like kids or whatever. And it's $3,000 a week. And also her granddad owns a golf club that has adjacent properties, and all of the houses that are like part of the golf course sold for $500,000. So clearly she's not like a rags to riches story. And her mum is a vet who owns her own vet clinic. And I was like, okay. So like that doesn't mean that she's like automatically going to make it in the music industry.
No.
Those are some very upper middle class circumstances.
Yep.
But also not the type of shit that like sets you up for life.
No.
Like most people whose families own a business still have to work.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And she's still talented as fuck. It's like, oh, she paid all this money to go to a Grammy learning class. It's like, yeah, well, it clearly fucking paid off. Like, she's fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
I feel like the conversation about that kind of stuff is like, it's great that we're like unpacking privilege and things like that, but it becomes like who deserves and who doesn't deserve to like be successful in their field, yada yada, rather than being like looking at it and being like, wow, so if somebody has like parents who like love them and support them, and like and when you see people who have like steady income, what does steady income do for a person? Okay, what if we like then like used our resources to like make sure that everybody had a source of income and that they didn't, you know, it just becomes like this like thing of being like, fuck this person, and, like,
Fuck this fucking Nepo baby.
Yeah.
But it's like there are real like, and also like Hollywood guys, everyone there is a Nepo baby.
Yes.
Like everyone there, it is like the very
all of our
rare.
parents own a cast.
Oh my god! Imagine.
Do you think we'd be able to have this established
Podcast?
multi-million-dollar podcast?
Literally. God, it's so interesting. I have been reading, been audiobooking Lena Dunham's Fame Sick at the moment.
Oh, how is it?
It's good.
I need to read it.
I really enjoyed it. I really obviously love Lena Dunham's writing. It feels like a purge, which is my favorite kind of memoir. There's stuff in it where it's so funny. I've been rewatching Girls alongside it and just listening, and the things that Lena says that annoys me or like that I find weird, I'm like, God, I'm such a Marnie. Like the way that I think about Lena, I have like this like parasocial relationship with her, where like when she says something I don't agree with, I'm like, just let me like it. I don't get frustrated in the sense where I'm like, she's fucking full of shit, I hate her, blah blah blah. I find it's like
She's
like
complicated.
Well, yeah, or it's like when you get annoyed at a friend,
Yeah.
or when you're like, oh, of course they're like this, of course she's gonna say that, blah blah blah. But overall, I really love the book and the way that she talks a lot about girls and a lot about
Adam?
yeah, and also just about her like chronic pain and chronic illness that has kind of followed her throughout her life, and like the way that there is no sort of space, especially in like TV and film and stuff like that. There's this like readiness. There's this like everything's on a timeline, and an impossible timeline for anyone who is like able-bodied or well. And then if something happens, everything just falls. Like it can easily just like fall by the wayside and just stuff like that. But it was interesting hearing her talk about the Nepo baby accusations that she would get. And I do think that like she had all these connections.
Wait, what's her Nepo link?
So her parents are artists in New York, and
like
because,
fine artists.
Yeah, like
that doesn't even seem like a thing for me. Like a link, I mean, to
Yeah,
TV writing.
I mean, I feel like in general, the way nepotism is used now has been quite far removed from its literal meaning.
Yeah.
I think to me, it's more like Maya Hawke, whose parents are both actors.
Yeah.
That's a literal one.
Yeah,
Gracie
great.
Abrams.
Yeah,
You know.
dad's a musician. Cool.
Dad,
yeah.
Well, but
Sort of.
he's a
Director,
but he just
sorry.
just also would be fucking loaded. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
The money nepotism of
Yeah,
it all
yeah.
is like,
Yes.
and I think with Lena, she makes a point of being like, we weren't like in the TV and film scene at all as a family. We were like artists living hand to mouth, blah blah blah. But I do think I'm like, but especially like reading it from Australia, I'm like, absolutely, here where you're coming from. But at the same time, even having parents who are connected to the art world, being able to like live in New York and have the access to galleries and stuff like that, it gives you this like access to the arts that other people just don't have. And it's the same with all the other girls in there. I'm like, yeah, you do. There is this kind of, but I that's where it's like nepotism versus privilege.
Yes, I
which
feel like
is-
they're interchangeable the way we're using them now. Nepotism and privilege are like one and the same in people's minds.
Anyone
Yeah.
who has a step up.
Yeah.
Totally. But I'm really loving the book. I really love Lena's writing, and I love girls.
Lena, for all her controversies, is a genius. Like, it's undeniable. Like, I kind of like that there's some stank on her. Like, I don't like the like crazy fuck shit, you know, and her like writing about like her sibling and like weird stuff about like growing up.
But that I felt
I mean, even that, okay, so I read Not That Type of Girl whenever it came out, and it was like, I even hate saying this, but she was like, she put a pebble up her sister's pussy or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's weird as hell, but I'm sure worse things have happened between siblings.
Well, yeah, that
Like-
when I read that, it didn't even clock to me. Like when people were like, Lena Dunham is admitting that she's a pedophile, I was like, where? Like I had to go
Because
back.
it's like you're both kids being weirdos, and you putting that in the memoir is to me, it's a bit crass, but I guess it's her way of saying this is how fucking weird I am.
And how open I am about it.
Yeah.
And how I even was when I was a child.
Yeah, totally.
And yes, it's fucked, but also I think a lot of people being really loud about this have things in their own lives that they wouldn't be proud of, wouldn't talk about, and are probably also fucking weird.
And
Yeah.
I do kind of respect the like warts and all quality to Lena Dunham. That's like, yep, this is me. It's going to piss some people off.
Totally.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And that moment in particular, that felt like it was like she was explaining like, like you said, her curiosities about all that stuff when she was a child, but she was like 6 or 7 years old when that happened, like so young. But also I think the thing that I was struggling with is like, why would you putting that in the book obviously has repercussions for Lena, but also for her brother, like who was a sister at the time, but is a trans guy now. And like that part, I'm like, you should have, there wasn't foresight, I thought, for like how that was going to impact her brother
Absolutely.
in the long run.
But who hasn't done shit like
Yeah.
that? Like
exactly.
it's also like people are on such an impossible pedestal. I mean, like I'm trying to think about some stupid shit I did.
Yeah.
I was a preteen thinking about at-home labiaplasty because I thought my pussy was wrong. And I was like, how do I cut this off? Like, obviously I didn't do that. But, you know, that's the type of shit I put in my memoir.
Exactly.
Labiaplasty for dummies.
A dummy labiaplasty.
And thank God, I now think it's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, I've always been telling you.
Thank you, Charlie.
That
And
shit.
this is why it's unchanged as God created.
I've added this like little vocabulary widget thing that like gives me like a new word every hour. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, and it's just like I'm never fucking using that word. Like this one's like cosset, a verb, to spoil someone very gently.
You should use that. You should say it again.
To cosset.
Cosset.
Cosset. I think that's a really nice little gay word. To cosset. To cosset. It's like that, like to covet.
Yes.
Covet. I loved hearing on that Fiona Apple album that came out in 2020. And she was talking about her ex hooking up with this girl. And she was like, when I saw him start to covet you, I was like, oh, I love that. I love that. Seeing like, it's such a great way of describing like when you see a bad guy who's charming starting to tune someone else and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. Do you remember the word tune?
Yes.
Like in what context?
Of being like, he's tuning her.
No, I don't remember this.
I vaguely remember. I never said it, but I knew the meaning at the time.
Is it red pillish?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like flirting.
Oh.
It's like to court.
Oh, okay.
To court is to tune.
It,
like tuning an instrument.
yeah, but it sounds like corrective, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's like trying to like
Yeah.
make her fit.
I know what you mean, but yeah, well, I don't think it was used in that
In that
sense
way.
because it was like pre-red pill manosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like to like flirty when you saw
Yeah.
someone. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Manosphere?
No.
No,
I
like
just-
ultimately, I decided.
You know what it's about.
Yeah, I decided not to watch it because I know what it's about. I know what's wrong about it. I do scroll through like YouTube stuff about this all the
Snippets.
time since I'm like an avid video essay watcher. So I've seen like several things on that topic.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it would bring anything new to the table for me personally, but I see its value for people who aren't as chronically online as me and like have no idea about the scam that the manosphere generally is.
Yeah, it's the baby's first feminism kind of intro to dummies.
Yeah.
Vibe of-
And like that's so fine.
Yeah.
It was really like a lot of like Gen Xers that were like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
very of that Louis era, which is why I understood like the criticism of the film as well, of people being like, didn't really feel like he was doing, but I was like, that's classic Louis Theroux.
Yeah.
He just like stands by and lets them talk. And I think it wasn't for us. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was for the people who weren't aware.
Yeah.
And it did really put it into because I think a lot of people were like, is it that bad? Or like the boys, everyone's being so mean to boys and mean about like that. It's like, it's not about individual boys.
Yeah, it's like, oh, these feminists are killing our men. And
Yeah.
It's like, no, these men are trying to scam other men into building OnlyFans empires.
Yes.
With young, susceptible women who don't know any better. And
Yeah.
that's the truth.
Yeah.
And they're selling courses on selling courses. It's
Oh.
the fucking babushka
it's
doll.
all MLM.
Yeah,
crap.
it's like, stop
Fully.
this shit.
And like I obviously really like Louis Theroux's style where he kind of like lets you hang yourself with your own rope, like vibe of interviewing. But it is also frustrating when it is someone who's like these very violent, aggressive men who are saying the most profane shit you've ever heard in your life. And you just want them so badly to be corrected in the moment. And like,
Yeah.
and so he definitely like uses his way to kind of let them reveal themselves to him. And he definitely gets an insight that I don't think I would be able to do because I would just immediately try and like,
I would argue.
Yeah,
I
I
would throw hands.
Yes.
Probably.
yeah, it would be a 5-minute documentary.
And then I
Yeah.
bashed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it did leave me feeling it was that sort of like journalistic thing at the end of the documentary where it's kind of like no questions have been answered. Everything has just been posed. We've just shown you all the information and that's it. And like Louis doesn't really like give you his take on what it is or how to fix it or what to do. And so it just kind of left me quite cold. I was just like, I'm angry.
Yeah.
This is fucked.
But then you could also argue like he probably doesn't have the answers. Like
Yeah.
it's such a faceted approach to like, well, it has to start at home with like parents realizing their sons are going down these rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Society at large is like changing. Women are more educated. I saw this thing that was like the best match for a man is another man on on level of like education because more women are getting degrees than men.
Yeah.
And most women want to date someone who's on their most people,
Yes.
honestly, you want to date someone who's on your level, right?
Yeah.
Whether that's educationally or like income wise. And since young women are overtaking young men, these men are being left behind. Like, no child left behind. No, these boys are being left behind. And like, that's probably like at the root of this problem.
Yeah, that's true.
And on some level. And unless that's somehow being addressed, like, what's anyone to do?
It's like, that's why I find, and I actually haven't watched the last 2 seasons, but just as a concept, I find The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives so interesting. And we've talked about this on the podcast before, but like, here are these women living in this like very strict patriarchal society, this very patriarchal religion, and yet they are the breadwinners for their family. And you start to see, especially in these later seasons, when there's
the breakdown. You
see the breakdown of their relationships, of their marriages, because these men are having to reckon with the fact that
they're not providers anymore.
They're not providers, and they need to be. A couple of them are stay-at-home dads, and one of them, you know, Whitney's husband has embraced it. But then there are others who they just can't, because everything that they've been told growing up is that is not the place of a man. And even if they are stay-at-home dads, they're like actually in their own little rooms playing games and betting with crypto and betting with crypto.
Yeah, no. They're like, oh, I'm a day trader. It's like, no, you're losing money on the daily.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's brutal. I really do feel... for men. The straight cis men, it is a minefield, I'm sure. But you just got to be kind. And that's they don't want to do that.
Yeah. And also
annoyingly,
we're also like in a very privileged position to like live in Melbourne, where it's very like left leaning.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's maybe more chill men around.
Yes.
That's, you know
true.
what I mean? Like, I don't
less
really...
crypto.
Less crypto.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Bitcoin, I recently, Josh has been explaining about like how Bitcoin works. I still cannot give you a layman's version of it. I don't fully understand it, but we have one of the Bitcoin miner things in our house.
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
You're mining Bitcoin?
Yeah. It's like literally, it's about the size of a dice, and it just plugs into the computer. And, you know, I think the way that it works basically
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's like very strong computers are able to like look through all this code basically to try and find particular numbers that are like special, and they're the Bitcoin and they're worth heaps of money. And like the bigger the computer, the more like
Bitcoin
numbers that it
mine.
can like,
It's like farming.
This is like severance shit.
No, it genuinely, it's crazy.
Like,
and I've watched so many videos.
You basically have like a little plot of land in your house, and you're farming from it.
Yes.
And you'll get a little bit of the produce.
Possibly. Josh is like, it could search for eternity and find nothing. Or, you know, we could have it sitting there and, you know, in an hour it could find something.
What the fuck?
But so we just have this thing plugged into a computer that's this big. And I find it so strange. It's just so, this whole like world, the crypto side of things, I still don't get it. I just don't get it.
I really want to see. So obviously I'm a big fan of the OC, and Ryan Atwood, played by Benjamin McKenzie, he has a degree in economics, and over lockdown he just got really obsessed with like investigating crypto and what crypto is, Bitcoin and yada yada. And now he's written he wrote a book, and then from that book he has directed and produced a documentary all about how Bitcoin and crypto, it's dangerous, and also just about how it's like gambling and shit like that. And he's spoken to all these people who've like lost all their money and assets and all this shit. Anyway, he's done this like incredible, apparently, documentary. But what I find really funny is that he's obviously got a promo because it's an indie film, and so he's going on like the Daily Show. He was on Alana Glazer's podcast as well. But in order to like get a foot in the door, he has to talk about being Ryan Atwood in the OC. So he's in there being like, yeah, I'm Ryan Atwood in the OC. And he's like, I love it, lol. And he's like, who do you reckon from the OC would like get involved in Bitcoin? And he's up for it. But it's so funny just being like, no matter how far you've come in your life and like the things that you're investigating and like how, you know, like well read you are and something, you still got it. You're still Atwood, baby.
Yeah.
But he did a Q&A for a screening, and Adam Brody was there and stuff like that, which is really cute. But I think it's called Everybody's Lying to You. It's called Everybody's Lying to You for Money. And I think it's starting to get released in a lot of theaters in the States. It'd be interesting to see if it gets released here. I'd love to see it also because I'm like I'm so proud of him. Yeah. And he's like trolling. He's like, Bitcoin bros are coming for me, and he's like trolling them. It's really funny.
Oh my God.
I love it. So fascinating.
Obsessed.
Shall we do our pop or flop for
I think
this
so.
week?
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've popped and flopped.
Well, let me start you off with a pop since I was just thinking about your Bitcoin story. Guys, I've been getting into investing and
Oh my
I got my
God.
first dividends of 42 cents.
Hell
Whoa.
yeah.
So it's working. This is not sponsored whatsoever, but it's this app called Sharesies. It's like an Australian-based app.
Yeah.
I've been listening to this money podcast that the founder of Sharesies has because I was like thinking about investing for so long and never did it. And now I just automatically invest $75 a month. It's really easy, really, really simple. All you have to do is stick with it for a prolonged amount of time. It's at consistently investing little amounts. And
We're getting indoctrinated.
you know, you could be a shareholder.
Okay, Wolf of Wall Street.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. 42 cents, guys. 42 cents, which I reinvested into that company.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's all in the one app. So like you can
buy any like shares in the Australian market on this one app. There's
Wow.
like a small fee, but I figure it's like better than doing nothing.
does it advise you as you're doing it?
No, you have to learn it yourself. But this is the thing. I wasn't investing in anything, even though I was like thinking about it because I was like, well, I don't know what to invest in. And then the chick on the podcast was like, well, while you're waiting, stocks are going up. And sometimes you just need to learn. Like if you lose a little bit of money, so be it. And like as long as you're not investing more than you can afford, it's fine.
And I think there's plenty of men out there who are investing in stuff that they have no idea about, but it just feels like it's their field.
Yes. Here's the thing. Statistically, women are actually better investors because we're more risk averse. We do more research, but more men invest than women proportionally. So if you're a woman listening to this, probably you are since you're listening to POPGAYS, this is your sign, girl.
Get that 42 cents.
Yeah, I mean, in 10 years, that could be $400.
Yes.
You know?
Wow. How things have changed.
Yeah.
Truly.
I've taken 5 months off and now.
No, this is the real Bitcoin, guys.
Aurelia's a crypto bro.
I have a pop this week. It's a recommendation from me. It is a documentary that's coming out at the moment. I think it seems like it's going to be a 4-part doco, but there's 3 eps out. Actually, the next one, they might all be out by the time this podcast goes out, but it's a documentary called The Dark Wizard. It's on HBO, and I've just found it so fascinating. It's about free solo climbers, but in particular this one guy, Dean Potter, who passed away. You'll never guess how, but it was like
Hit by a bus.
Yeah, I got hit by a bus. But just like the psychology around him at all, because he was because there was that guy Alex who climbed that building, and he's
In
like
Taipei, yes.
yeah. And
Was that the one that was like live on Facebook or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah. Him.
So his whole thing, I believe, is that he kind of doesn't really feel fear. Like it takes a lot for him to be scared, more than the average human. So that's like a biological thing. Whereas this guy, Dean, and he features in the podcast too, and they have a rivalry that is so funny. This guy, Dean, who was obsessed with it and has passed away, he was scared every time, but was like addicted to the fear and like the adrenaline of
like
fear.
a king.
Yeah. And it seems like he's just got like something going on where the only way he could really focus was to put himself in like life or death situations, and then it cleared his brain because he was like, well, I have to focus because I have to I have to get across this tightrope on a cliff edge. Anyway, it's fascinating because it's a world that gun to my head, you will never see me doing that.
Yeah.
You will never see me and the free jumping as well, where they jump off cliffs and then
even fucking bouldering in Brunswick. I can't do it.
I couldn't. Yeah. And it's just like it's such a weird
What's the connection to Dark Wizard? Why is that the title?
that I think they called him the Dark Wizard, or he called himself the Dark, because he also went into like extreme depression. So he has these diary entries where he's drawing, and he draws himself as a crow and all this shit all the time. So he'd be like, he would go on these like big climbs and do all this shit, and then he wouldn't talk to anyone for like 2 weeks and just be in bed, and he'd be like, I can't move.
Well,
I don't want to
relatable.
go. Yeah, totally. And I think there's something about it where you're like, I recognize this behavior in other facets and in other people who aren't doing extreme stuff. But anyway, I think it's really interesting.
Dark Wizard, HBO.
Yeah.
Gotta check it out. That sounds exactly like my type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember watching the Free Solo documentary when that came out like 5 years ago.
Oh,
and that was also really good.
It's fascinating stuff.
Love that. I've also got a pop, triple pop.
Oh, let's go.
For our first one back.
We're starting optimistic.
We're starting high, and it is Lisa Rinna playing Madeline at Lily Allen's concert.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
So it seems like with Lily Allen's tour at the moment, she's getting someone famous to be kind of like the Sally.
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah.
And Lisa Rinna was clearly one, but I didn't know that at the time that I saw this footage of a Lily Allen concert, but it's just Lisa Rinna standing up like in the audience and everyone like hooting and hollering about Lisa. And I was kind of like, this is funny and it's iconic because it's Lisa Rinna. But I was like, that's kind of bad. Like she's interrupting the show. And then I clicked and I was like, oh, wait, no, it's intentional.
Yeah.
But I thought it was so funny. Lisa Rinna's been so funny lately. And if you haven't watched her season of The Traitors, you absolutely should because she eats and it's just amazing television.
Oh, it's so good. Did you see the Celebrity Traders UK season 2 announcement?
The cast? Yes.
The cast is out of control.
It's so good.
Who's on there?
James Acaster, Miranda.
Yes, and Martin Sheen.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Charlie Sheen's dad?
I didn't realize that.
No,
What?
the other one, the guy who's he plays a Volturi in is his name Martin? Or Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like a prestige actor.
Oh my God.
It's actually awesome.
Yeah.
There's so many good people in the cast. I cannot wait.
It's amazing. And my friends, we are so excited to announce that we have finally started a Patreon on our podcast. So if you're keen to get bonus episodes, our popcorn specials, and hear us catching up after our little hiatus that we recently took, head to our Patreon and become a POPGAYS and help us continue to make this glamorous multi-million-dollar podcast.
We appreciate you so much, even just for listening. But the entry for Patreon is really super affordable. $5 a month.
Or 10 if you're feeling generous.
Yeah, if you're rich, $10 a month.
Whoa.
$2.50
yeah,
a week.
if you're a Nepo baby, 10.
Me sitting here like, don't pay 10.
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
I'm like, yeah, don't bother with the 10. Just do 5.
Well, we would love to see you there, and it's a great way for us to interact with you one-on-one too, because Instagram is crazy.
Absolutely. And we're going to figure out what we do in terms of like extra content to keep you guys excited and activated. And it also just helps us continue this pod because, you know, we would love some longevity.
Yes. Exactly. Love you.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.